on. There's a power button on the back. Yep, you should be able to press it out.
This one?
Yeah, here, I'll do it. Oh, shoot, it's under the thing. I'm an idiot. That's my fault.
It is what?
We're going to have to, it's underneath the bracket. There it is. Championship time, baby. All right. Give me a sound check. If you're hearing this, shoot me a text. Let me know that the sound is up. We're here in Nashville, Ford Ice Center for the championship game against the Junior Coyotes. And they got a nice big old, oh, they got the automatic thing that follows the puck. Their camera. It follows the puck. That's super cool. All right. Just trying to get sound checks here real quick. Text me and let me know what's going on before we get started here. The boys got started, though. First period action against the Junior Coyotes. As the line change now creates a little bit of a rush, but the Wheel gets on the ice and gets in position fast enough. Shot goes wide. Sound is good, bruv, is the text I get from the beautiful Mikey. So we're good to go, and we're live in the action. The Coyotes have the puck behind the net. Sevoreyev in net for the Junior Mavs for this championship game. As Reynolds sticks checks there, he's trying to get possession back. Puck's in the near side wall, and it goes back into the corner from Bennock. Bennock to Queel. Queel with the puck now behind the net as he chips it over to Davis. Davis comes back behind the net, and Reynolds is going to have to chase it down. Hopefully the boys aren't going to battle too much fatigue here. They got to come out with a lot of energy at the beginning of this game as Dirk Schneider now has it through center ice into the Coyote zone. He gets a shot blocker save. It goes into the corner. Davis now with the puck off his backhand, loses it. The Coyotes are going to get possession and take it over the middle. Willits interrupts the play, and Davis chips it in. A nice play there as the puck stays alive as the boys are changing. Nice tip there again by Davis as he goes off for a change. Willits is going to chase the puck down into the own zone of the Mavericks. He's going to throw it up that near side wall. It fits. And now Skratsky has it. Skratsky chips it up to Gates. Gates with the puck. Checked heavily at the near side wall there. Loses possession, and now the Coyotes have it. Quad with the puck. Just kind of floats it out. Now in possession is turned over again. And here's a hard shot wide right. Some sloppy play here early by the Mavs as they may be battling some fatigue. They're going to dial it in here. I feel it. I feel it coming. Quadrado now out of the zone. Taps it up to Gates off his stick. Gates still trying to get into the zone, and it's right back out again. Some players go down in the far side wall, but Queel comes away with it behind the net now. Chips it up to the point, and it's turned over again. Not a good look so far. That's a few turnovers on our own end just to start this game. And Quadrado says, enough of this. I'm just going to send it towards the goalie. And that's a shot on goal. Forwards go off for the Mavs. Coyotes regrouping, turnover by Kaiser. Beautiful play there. Here comes Benson with the puck. And he loses it in the corner. Pass there from Dirk Schneider. Comes all the way out of the zone. Bennock will regroup for the Mavs. Stretch pass there to Kaiser. He's trying to take advantage of that Coyotes line change. Dirk Schneider with a hard shot blocked in front. Bennock now throws it to the corner for Benson, who gets stick checked. Here come the Coyotes now on the rush. And a beautiful save by Rayev as he takes away that scoring opportunity as the Coyotes got in behind the Mavericks defense, creating a scoring chance. Puck's loose up front. Coyotes have it. They're going to get a shot here. They kind of fan on it. And the puck goes back in the corner. They go back to the defense now. Defense is going to try to collect. Doesn't. Goes back in the corner behind the net. Here comes Bars with the puck. He's got speed. He can get out of the zone here himself if he wants, and he's going to. Bars up the middle. Into the zone. He's going to get a shot off. Hard shot. It's loose. But I think it comes to rest on top of the goalie's leg pad. We're going to get an offensive zone face-off. Face off won by Gates to Skradsky. Skradsky sends it in. It hits a player loose up front. A chance for the Mavs now. On the backhand again. Puck is still loose. Good defense by the Coyotes to prevent the shot. Pass up to Skradsky. Skradsky over to Bars. Bars with a hard shot. It's blocked again. Puck up the middle now. Here's Reynolds with a hard shot. Blocked again. Good defense by the Coyotes early on here as they're blocking. That was about 4 shots they blocked in that sequence right there. And a hard shot hits the leg pads of Rayev. Goes into the corner, but the Coyotes still have it. Double team here for the Mavericks, and they come away with it. Pass misses, but they're able to clear the zone now and get a change. No icing called as the Coyotes goalie played the puck there up to the forward, number 13, and Quadrado chipped it back into Davis. Davis with a hard shot. Loose in front. It's still loose in the crease, and there's a struggle and a dog pile and a no-goal called. Ooh, it was sitting right there. .9:58 left in the first. Dirk Schneider wins it back to the defense. Bennock has it, throws it towards the net. It actually goes into the corner now. High off the glass as the boys try to get a turnover, and Quadrado almost had a handle on that one there, just off the edge of his stick. But Bennock's going to dump it back in behind the net, and Fitz has to chase. Still in the corner is the puck now as Dirk Schneider gets it and throws it to the far side. Wheel pinches in to get the collection of the puck there, and he just loses over his stick. But Dirk Schneider's in to help. Oh, Dirk Schneider now has the puck. Dirk Schneider dangles, but the puck is going to come out of the zone, and Fitz has to hustle back to cover the D. Fitz might have got away with one there as he put a little bit of a trip on that forward. Puck goes back down in the corner. Bennock with it now. And Fitz is going to get called for an elbowing. And we're continuing the soft calls that we've seen all weekend. Barely touched it. Yeah, barely touched him. Huh? It's not Smashville, no. The boys have been playing, Minnesota hockey, so it's pretty much full contact up there. And this has been a hard adjustment. They've taken a ton of penalties this tournament because the refs are pretty much calling any contact. Fitz goes to the box on an elbowing, and the Coyotes are going to get their first power play of the game here with 8:56 left in the first period. Now behind the net, Bars punches it up to the far side point. Good play there by Gates as he's just denying that opportunity. He gets the puck out of the zone, forcing a reset for the Coyotes. I didn't even see the call. A little bit of a hook, a tiny hook, they're going to call it. Tight ship here. These Nashville referees, they're rocking the beautiful mustache and the nice beard. Surprised they don't trade the helmets for a cowboy hat. A little honky tonk at the intermission. 4-on-4, it looks like, for just over 30 seconds, maybe 29 seconds. And Mavs will get a brief power play afterwards. Bars tracks that puck down, takes possession. He's going to circle back in his own zone and try to get that speed. He likes speed through the middle, and he likes to take it in himself. Ooh, poke checked away, and that's going to cause an offside. And Benson sees that and turns back around. Good play by Benson there. He's going to take it into the zone. A little bit of numbers here. Backhand to Willits. Willits up to Gates. Gates behind the net. Gates looking for an option. He gets Benson behind the net. Benson back up to Willits, but it doesn't go. Bars now with the puck. Bars throws it into the corner to Benson. Benson behind the net. Stick checked heavily there by the defense as he's trying to set something up. Ooh, and under the skates there of Willits. And good play by Bars as he regroups and gets possession of the puck. Tries to take it in himself, but loses it. And now here's Bennock off the bench. Bennock circles back around, hits Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider backtracks out of the zone to Benson. Benson now at center ice with the puck. He's going to try to hold it there, but just lost it. Stick check there was Dirk Schneider as the puck now goes behind the net. Boys are starting to come to form now as they start getting their speed back and their puck control a little bit here. As Davis gets a steal at center ice. Davis with the puck now. Davis is going to try to shoot. Blocked again. It's loose up front. It's still loose, and Davis had a rebound chance there that doesn't go. Coyotes are going to dump it. No ice called as it must have hit Bennock's skate. Bennock in to chase it down. Bennock gets checked heavily into the boards, and there's a battle. 2-on-1 is the battle, and the Mavs come away with it as they try to regroup here. Davis is going to skate it out of the zone himself. Gets it up the far side wall and gets checked. Queel sends it back out of the zone with ease. Davis with the shot block. Shot's still going to come in and be counted as a save for Rayev. And Queel now has a puck coming out of the zone. He's got speed all the way over. Just misses the edge of Davis's stick, and we'll get an icing. Skradsky with the puck off the face-off, sends it around the corner to Fitz. Fitz punches it back to Bars. Bars with the puck behind the net. Bars up the quad. Quad taps up to Gates. Gates is trying to get out. He was checked heavily there, and Fitz is going to take possession of the puck, and he's going to collect it in his own zone. Fitz now with the puck, settling it down all the way around to Bars. Bars sends it back to Skradsky. Skradsky has it in the corner. Let's see what the breakout looks like here. High off the glass to center ice as the Coyotes defenseman has to chase it down in his own zone with Gates pursuing heavily. And a good play by Bars to keep it in the zone. Now Quadrado's trying to get possession but can't. Here come the Coyotes. A lot of back and forth possession in zone time. Not a lot of scoring opportunities so far. In fact, not a lot of shots as Coyotes steal there. Dirk Schneider sends it all the way over. Fitz has to race to get to it at the point. He does. He takes a hit, and he's going to draw a penalty. And the Mavs will go on a power play with 5:03 left in the first period. Gates in the circle. It looks like they're going to kick both out. And Kaiser will take over for this power play. This is an important one to win as it's tied up and goes back to the Coyotes, and they're going to try to get it clear. Off of Bennock's stick, so it's going to go down and kind of come to a rest in our zone. We're going to have to regroup here as Reynolds gets speed, stops, gets stick lifted. Now he's going to have to regroup. Throws it up all the way to Benson there. And Gates is in to help out. He takes over with speed through middle. Gates comes in. Hard shot blocked again. Benson slow it down and another shot. And it goes in. Score for the Mavericks. On the rebound, a power play goal for the Omaha Junior Mavs to go up 1-0 in the first. We should have a song that we play.
Quite new power play combination of play.
Yeah. Oh, it was new, you said?
Yeah, I think it was not like bars, not like you,
A little bit of a mix-up on the power play. Puck's going to go into the net. We'll get a whistle. A lot of sticks in the lanes and a lot of blocked shots for the Coyotes. And I think one of the biggest things I've noticed in AAA hockey this weekend is defense. is very strong at this level, and we've seen that with every single team we played. It's really hard to get good quality scoring opportunities, so it comes down to those lucky bounces, and that's what we got in the power play. A nice little bounce out to Benson's stick, and he finishes his shot. Tyler Kaiser behind the net up front, and a beautiful one-timer as Gates dropped the knee, but a nice save by the goalie. Willits now has it. Willits trying to get it over to Benson. He must have lost an edge there in the corner. Back up to Willits all the way over to Bars. Bars now has it. Bars is going to carry it in deep. Bars now behind the net. It's checked. And a lucky break there for the Mavs as there's a 2-on-1 developing off of that zone exit, and Willits is there to take care of it, but his pass just misses the stick of Benson, and we'll get a change after the icing. Shot from the point, kicked aside by Rayev into the corner now. Davis has the puck. Davis one-on-one, punches it to the middle, and the shot goes wide left into the corner. Queel trying to track it down. He does. Reynolds with a turnover. Reynolds into the zone. He's got a hard shot. He sends it, blocker save. Puck into the Mavs zone now. As Rayev's just going to cover that loose one up. And there's some pushing and shoving up front of the net here. And the refs are just going to say, all right, boys, let's calm her down.
Keep it on Broadway.
Keep it on Broadway. Parents, grandparents, stuff like that. I usually try just to zoom in on one of the parents and just give a little intro about that parent, you know. We featured Kyle earlier on. I think you might want to feature him again. He's over there battling in that penalty box.
Championship fatigue.
He's got championship fatigue. Yeah, he's sitting down. He's not standing. You know, he's trying to stay uninvolved, but he wants to yell and cheer. There's no glass in the penalty box, so he can't hit the glass when there's a goal. Oh, we got another. I need to lock in here. I'm missing all these times. What was the call? Cross-check? Cross-checking is the call. And the Mavs are going to get another power play. 1-for-1 on the power play here. Puck's loose. Benson's going to slow it down. Backhand pass. Nice little sauce to that. As Bars now makes a move and gets tripped. No call on the trip. Almost a 5-on-3 chance there for the Mavs. Kaiser now behind the net with the puck. Kaiser looking. Backhand pass to Benson. Benson now with it. Benson's going to go ahead and shoot it. Save made. I think the goalie's just going to cover that one up. No rebound given there. 2:28 left in the first. A minute and 3 left on the power play. Kaiser, Gates, Benson in for the forwards with Willits and Bars on D. Coyotes clear here as Bars is going to chase it down. Or sorry, that's actually going to be Gates chasing it down to reset. He's going to bring it behind the net and take it himself out of the zone. And here's a nice rush opportunity for the Mavs as they got some heavy hitters in now. Kaiser with a hard shot. Save made by the Coyotes goalie. And they're going to clear. That's going to be a nice. You can come back down our way. Benson in the far side wall with the puck. Throws it back up to Benock. Benock to Reynolds. Reynolds down to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider holds. Fakes the shot to Bennock now, and Bennock with a hard shot through traffic. Save made by the Coyotes goalie, who makes another really good save there. Good shots there from the defense. You want them nice and low, or you want to create a little bit of confusion up front, maybe some traffic, maybe a rebound. Quill and Bennock in for defense. 8 seconds left on this, as Quadrado, Davis, and Dirkschneider taking face off to the forward group now. And Coyotes going to come away with it. They're going to carry it out of the zone and just kill the remainder of this penalty off. They're going to get it in deep. It's going to go around the back to Dirkschneider. Dirkschneider with it, looking for options. Checked heavily. As the Coyotes come away with possession, a shot from the point comes in, tipped up front. Save made by Rayev, and no goal. What a beautiful save by Seva Rayev. Oh, nice stick check there by Dirkschneider to clear the zone, but it's actually held as it didn't cross the blue line. Quill off the backhand, gets it over to Bennock. Bennock dumps it out of the zone and just goes ahead and he ices it. 55 seconds left here in the first period. Maybe he felt that the pressure was a little heavy and we just got to get it a face-off. So they do. That thing is so cool. It's pretty neat. That was pretty neat. It was slow to get back to the puck, though. I wonder if it's a slow tracking. No machine or technology can replace Sergei's cameraman skills, I'll tell you that much. Puck out of the zone now as the Mavs chase it down. The Coyotes regroup. High on the glass, puck goes Skradsky. Just go ahead and throws it back into the zone. 31 seconds left in the first period. They're going to call that an icing as well. Not the cleanest first period of hockey for the Junior Mavs this weekend, but they're coming away on top and had some really good looks in the power play. And that's going to help them moving into the second. I think they're maybe, those championship jitters might be present here in the first period. Hopefully they shake it off and we really get on the attack here in the second period. Here comes a shot from the point. Blocked in front. It's going to go into the corner now. Kaiser clear. Over the stick now, and no ice is going to be called as Benson chases it into the zone. Benson steals it, almost steals it. Creates a little bit of confusion there behind the net. Shot up front. Nice little quick shot there. The first period's going to come to an end. We'll be back with you shortly. It's different depending on what state you go to. Nice and quiet little pause here. Second period about to start here. And we're going to discuss some things. I don't know. Ref's not putting up with the face-off infractions anymore. Here's Dirkschneider off the face-off when he gets it to Bennock. Bennock's going to dump it into the zone. Fits a Quadrado out for the Mavs. Fitz battles in the corner now. Puck comes out of the zone, and now there's a chance for an odd man rush, but good back check by Bennock. as he gets in and plays some really good defense, prevents a shot even from occurring there. Great defense by Benock. Rayev's going to jump out and cover that puck up. As the ref is, for some reason, having a conversation with Fitz. What was the major? I didn't see what happened there that created the penalty. If Fitz is going to go to the box. I did see number 13 on the Coyotes take out a Maverick player up front. I didn't see any Coyotes player get taken out. Power play for the Coyotes. I have lost count of the amount of penalty kills for the Mavs, but they have let only one goal in on the penalty kill this tournament, and they're looking to keep that streak up. And we have another delayed penalty coming on the Mavs. Cross check is the call on Blake Bars. Oof. This is rough. Bars goes off for touching. And we will have a 5-on-3. Significant advantage here for the Coyotes in this championship game. There's Willett's battles. Oh, there's a high stick. And another penalty is going to be called. At some point, we got to pick and choose what we're going to call here, I think, tonight. Championship hockey is going to be intense. There's going to be some kids falling. There's going to be some hits. We might have to start being a little flexible with those calls and only be calling the blatant ones, like that high stick to the face of Willits, biased as I may be. Three on four now, and I'm not even going to try to do the math of how long that's going to last. Coyotes come away with the puck off the face-off. They do have the advantage still, so it's a penalty kill for the Mavs. And here they come on the rush out of the zone. Up to the point now. To the sidewall. He's got an open lane. Good save by Rahev as he swallows up that puck, preventing any rebound chance. What? 31 seconds of 4-on-3 is what I'm being told by Kevin, who's much better with numbers than I am by a long shot. Willett's high and out of the zone, over to Dirk Schneider. Over his stick, and he's going to chase. However, they do gain the zone now. Cross crease pass, hard shot, save made by Rayev. Puck loose. Rayev's going to cover it up. And a great save by Seva. Woo. Got a little drama here in the second period. 12:56 left in the second. Looks like we still have, we're going to go 4-on-4 now, even strength. It'll be like a 6-second power play after that. Beautiful positioning there by Skradsky as he takes out that opportunity. Gates now tries to send it over to Davis, but gets intercepted, turned over, and now the Coyotes have it, far side wall. Backhand up to the point, as they're going to try to send a shot through traffic. Stick saved by Rayev. He's going to punch it into the corner now, and Benock has it. Benock over to Skradsky, Skradsky with the puck. Puck comes out of the zone and back in, and Rayev is going to kick that one aside as well. And here's a short power play that'll only last a couple seconds. Maybe a stretch option was there, but it's not anymore. And here come the Mavs, even strength hockey being played. Gates, backhand, behind the net, throws it up to the point now to Willits. Willits makes a move, keeps the puck, he's going to move in. Can he get a shot off here? He doesn't. Oh, and a beautiful try over there for a tip-in. as Reynolds is posted in front of the net. And another tip goes wide left by Davis. Davis collects the puck. And here's a chance here. Hard shot off the post. Is it in? No goal. That must have hit the crossbar and went straight down. Through traffic, shot comes in, rebound, and no goal. Woo, that was a close one. That was a snipe there. Reynolds is shaking his head. He wanted that one. Nice play by Davis to steal the puck behind the net. Circle back, head up, short pass to Reynolds. Reynolds off the crossbar. We're still at 1-0. 11:46 left in the second period. As the junior Mavs will take an offensive zone faceoff. Kaiser, Dirk Schneider, and Benson on, with Bars and Willits on defense. Back to Bars. Bars just sends it in through traffic. Ooh, and that was a dangerous shot there. Goalie saw it at the last minute and got a block on it. Dirk Schneider leaves it for Benson. Benson tries to get it back to Dirk Schneider, but gets checked. High off the glass, puck's going to come out of the zone, and Bars will regroup. Bars chasing it down into the Mavs zone. With pressure, gets it out to center ice, underneath the stick of Kaiser. And a dangerous play there is Benson almost stole the puck right at the blue line. Dirk Schneider with it now. Dirk Schneider wins the 2-on-1 battle. Puck goes back to the Coyotes. They're going to regroup from there. Under Willits' feet into the zone. Bars over to help out, and Willits gets it. Willits now behind the net. He stops, looks, sends it up to Kaiser. Kaiser stick checked, and Willits has it now, and he just punches it out of the zone now, and Dirk Schneider has the puck. Loses it. Off the stick of Benson, and it goes back into the Coyote zone behind the net. Quadrado on the ice now. Puck comes up to Skradsky. Hard shot by Skradsky and a glove save, and that was a really nice save. I think he put that glove right next to his helmet to make that save. .10:37 left. Gates pushes that face off forward, but ends up losing it to the defense. Now Bennock in the pinch. Bennock pinches hard. Quadrado comes away with it. Quadrado contested, and they clear. Bennock chasing it down. A little bit of confusion there between the two, but they figure it out. Skradsky gets it. Skradsky over to Fitz. And another penalty is going to be called. Holding is called. Obviously, I'm not going to complain if they're in our favor, but at the same time, it's like we have been doing nothing but calling penalties in this game. We got to let these boys play some hockey here. This isn't the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? Kaiser digs it out of the boards there and now has it on the boards himself. He's going to throw it up to Willits. Willits over to Bars. Bars checked heavily there, but keeps it alive. Gates in the corner with the puck. Circles back around. He's looking. Gates slowing it down. Coach Young moved the puck. Pass made there. It's high at the point. Two high attacking defenders for the Coyotes. Ooh, and a beautiful play there as you saw Benson wide open on the back door, but just couldn't hit him. Coyotes clear. Willits all the way over to help out. Sends it up the middle, but Kaiser wasn't ready for that one. As the Mavs will regroup. 41 seconds left on the power play for the Mavs. Just over 9 minutes left, and there's a shot. Glove down by the goalie. He likes those high ones. He can catch those pretty easily. .9:23 left in the second period. Kaiser, Benson, and Gates in with Reynolds and Bennock, the second power play unit out for the Mavs. Reynolds with the puck. Passes it all the way over to Bennock. And they're playing high. Their forwards are playing very high on this penalty kill. That's going to create open lanes. We just got to find them. Almost had one there, but the forward actually came down really well and intercepted. The right play at the wrong time is what I'd say on that one. Rayev is going to hold. He's going to release there to Reynolds. Reynolds now has it as the power play is going to expire. And the puck comes under the stick of Benson back into the Coyotes zone. And here's Quadrado off the backhand, tries to get an opportunity there, just using some speed. Here's a high shot, goes wide. Puck's out of the zone now. Here's an on-man rush for the Coyotes. As Coach Davis is yelling, get back, get back. And Quadrado comes away with it. Quadrado to Benson. Benson now has it, center ice. He's going to try to dump it and get a change. He does. Up to center ice, now Skradsky throws it back in, no icing, and Davis is going to chase it down. Bars backhands it into the corner. Reynolds and Davis on the ice for the forwards with Dirk Schneider at center. Dirk Schneider's checked, and there's a turnover here as the Coyotes come away with the puck. Out of the zone they come. Young loses his edge, goes down. I don't know what we're calling. Are we calling a penalty? We're calling a penalty. Too many men on the ice is a penalty? Coaches are now getting a little upset here, as this will be the longest game of the weekend at this rate. So, is that a Coyote penalty only? Okay, so they had too many men. I thought we were getting called. It looked like Skradsky was headed to the box or something. We're going to get another power play here in the second period for too many men on the ice. Face-off won by Gates, and another whistle. Puck's cleared out of the zone. It doesn't look like it's going to make it down. It might. There's an icing. All right, we'll get a face-off back in the offensive zone. Hard to establish momentum in games like these when this play is just being stopped over and over again. Coaches are having conversations with refs. Refs are yelling at kids and coaches. The flow of the game is interrupted. We want to see that change a little bit. Maybe we got to start playing some cleaner hockey. Sunday hockey. Shot from the point, kicked aside by the goalie, and Kaiser now has it behind the net on the rebound. He's going to battle for the puck there and try to keep it alive, but the Coyotes come away with it. Coach Davis not happy about that. The rule of thumb in the power play is double team, double team, double team. Benson up to Willits. Willits over to Bars. Bars into the corner now for Davis. Sorry, Gates. Ooh, a tip pass up front. Still loose. Goalie's going to fall on it here, and no goal. Great opportunity there as Gates threw it up to Kaiser, who was just posted, waiting for it. I think the shot did go, but not in the net. The Olds. Let's go, Olds. 42 seconds left on the power play. Wow, what a battle off the face-off there, and the puck is ultimately cleared out of the zone. Wilts is going to have to regroup here. 33 seconds left in the power play, 6:21 left in the second period of play. Only a one-goal lead right now, and the game is just back and forth. Both teams playing physical. Both teams taking a lot of penalties here. The Mavs come away with the power play right now as they go back and forth from Kaiser to Bars. Bars down to Benson. Benson behind the net. Wraparound try, doesn't go. Benock now with the puck. Flips it back to Benson. Benson up to Bars. Bars over to Gates. Gates circles back into the corner on the backhand. And he's going to carry it up front. Nice play there. And a hard shot there on the rebound. Puck still loose. Doesn't go in, right through the glove of the goalie. And that goalie is playing outstanding for the Yotes. We're now even strength in the second period. With 5:43 left. Benock backtracking there to get possession of the puck. He does a good job. Now Dirkschneider has it, and Davis comes into the slot with a hard shot. Glove saved by the goalie. Good job by Davis to get that shot off around the defenseman. And as he shoots, he moves towards the shot. He follows the shot, and that's a good Michigan play right there. Kick save off the shot by Willits. Following the face-off. Reynolds now behind the net with it. Throws it up front. Intercepted. Puck comes to Queel at the point. Queel sends it back in deep. Intercepted as well. Coyotes send it behind their net. They're going to try to get it around here. And a steal by Willits. Good play there as he jumped the pass. Davis now in the corner. He's checked by two Coyotes. Reynolds tries to come away with it off the edge of the stick. It's going to float out the center ice for Willits. Willits is going to send it right back in, but Davis wasn't onside. Not at this level. If somebody's offside, it's what we call no touch offside or something like that. Center ice face-off after the intentional. Bars has it. He wants it himself. He's going to carry it into the zone. Hard shot by Bars. Goes in. What a snipe. Blake Bars with another snipe as he's been doing that all weekend long. Showing these AAA goalies he's right where he belongs. Goal for the Junior Mavs. They go up 2-0, 4:33 left in the second period. On an individual effort by Blake Bars as he carries it into the zone and just lets one rip. Interception by Fitz. Now Fitz has it into the zone with speed. Throws it in the middle right behind Quadrado, and a good look there. Oh, right under Fitz from behind the net all the way around. As Bars is going to have to track it down. Bars pinches. Fitz checks. Fitz still fighting in the corner for possession. Fitz has it now, throws it right back high on the glass behind the net. Gates chasing it down, puck comes up to the point. The Coyotes are going to clear. Coyotes lose the puck to Bars. Bars circles back in front of Rayev. Bars now out of the zone. Hard pass up to Fitz on the stick. He's got it. Fitz moves it in. He just gets it deep, and it's going to go behind the net there. Hard check there, and that's going to get called. No clapping. A lot of penalties being called here in this game. As number 88 for the Coyotes goes off for a checking. These refs are having none of it today. No, says Kevin. The rule of the refs is no foul play on their ice. Power play for the Mavs as Bars has it behind the net now. Bars circling, throws it up to Benson. Benson high to Willits. Willits, goes through the legs, but it doesn't quite go. Benson's going to have to chase it down, and they're able to clear on that one. He wanted to thread the needle with that one and just didn't quite get it. Gates with the puck now as he floats it up to Bars. Bars now with it. Bars shoots again. Hard shot goes in again. Blake Bars with a power play goal. And he is on fire today. We'll have to see it. 3-0 Junior Mavs. 3:09 left in the second now as Bennock gets the puck. He gets it up to Davis. Davis comes into the zone now. He's got one in front, one behind, and he's battling for that possession there. He says, no, thank you, I'm going to keep it. Puck comes out of the zone. It's number 13, big forward for the Coyotes here, gets possession. And he just kind of walks it into the zone now. Tries to put a move on, hard shot, blocked in front by Bennock. Bennock taken into the corner. Loses it to big 13. 2-on-2 in the corner as Bennock comes away with it. Circles back in. Little poke check there for Bennock as the puck is still loose in front. And the Mavs are playing some very hard defense now against the Coyotes. There's a hard shot and a glove save by Sebo Reyes. As you could smell it in the air of the danger when they tried to reach for that puck and didn't get it. Created a nice opportunity for the Coyotes defenseman who walked it in and ripped the shot off. Good save by Reyes. I'm not sure that's not accurate. That's old. Coyotes come away with the puck, and they float it back down in the corner, turned over there by Skratsky. Nice little play there. And then offsides. Mavs win it back into their own zone, and Bars is going to have to chase it down behind his own net. Bars with speed. He's going to come out of the zone now. He's going to take it himself. Hard shot by Bars, blocked up front, goes behind the net, and now the Coyotes have it. Good job by Bars just to get in the way through center ice as he's trying to get back to his defensive position. Takes the puck away now. Quadrado has it. Little sauce up to Gates. Gates checks it into the zone now, and they're trying to hold the line, but it comes back out. Fitz now has it with speed, and he gets taken into the boards. Good job by Fitz to get the puck back after losing it, and now Gates has it. Gates up to the middle, loose, and doesn't go, no shot. Puck floats from the zone, and Fitz is going to get called for a penalty there. Bad play by Fitz as he took a little bit of a liberty as he's getting off the ice. Use your head, bud. Penalty kill for the Mavs. As Kaiser does a good job buying some time, keeping the puck low in their zone. Turnover here as Bennock steals. Dirkschneider now with it in the Maverick zone. High off the glass is Dirkschneider. Puck goes to center ice. And the Coyotes will have to regroup. 37 seconds left in the second period. They're going to go into the third with a man advantage. Dirkschneider and Willits now playing good defense, but puck is still held at the point there. Coyotes going to get a shot off here. Kick save by Reyes. Up to the point goes the puck, and now the Coyotes have it. Oh, my God. And here's a tripping call. It's going to be assessed to Kaiser with 11 seconds left in the second. Joining Fitz there as they could feel a minute and a half of shame together. Shot goes wide right there. And that's going to be the end of the second period. Be back with you soon for the third, and we're going to start 5-on-3. Third period action features 3 Omaha skaters on the ice for about 20 seconds, and then we'll go to 5-on-4 for the rest of the Kaiser penalty. Here's a 5-on-3 as the Coyotes set up, carry it in from the high slot. They shoot, save made by Rayev. Puck's loose up front. Rayev's going to dive out and cover it up. Beautiful play by Rayev to prevent that opportunity. Those secondary opportunities are huge on a 5-on-3, and he negates that. 7 seconds left on the 5-on-3, so we're going to have to go through one more sequence here before we get a skater back on the ice. Coyotes win it. They set up in the corner. Up to the point. Benson on for the fourth man. 5-on-4 penalty for 45 seconds. Up to the point now. As Willits attacks, he loses his edge a couple times now, and he's down and out. Hard shot off the stick. No goal. Good stick save by Rayev on a tough angle shot there. Puck goes behind the net, and Bars attacks. Coyotes keep it. Over the middle now is a shot from the point, deflected in. Goal for the Coyotes. A power play goal, and only the second power play goal scored on the Junior Mavs in this tournament. That was a beautiful point shot, and the tip was very clean. Hard for Seva to stop a shot like that, and a tip like that. So, through all the mess of penalty calls and odd man rushes, we have a 3-1 score in the third period with 13:58 on the clock, and we are even strength. Let's see how long that lasts. Pass from Quill to the middle. Dirk Schneider, shot blocking out of play. Quill and Bennock on the ice here for the Junior Mavs on defense. Quill takes it into the zone himself, threads it over to Dirk Schneider, who was open, had a shot, but it got blocked. Davis and Reynolds out with him as he takes a face-off to the left of the goalie. Davis with it over the middle. Stick checked heavily, loses the puck, and the Coyotes are going to come away with it here as they move through center ice. Davis now to get it back, and he does. And Davis gets it back again. Some battling there at center ice, and Dirk Schneider comes away with it into the zone. He's just going to shoot it low, hope for a rebound. It comes behind the net. Good stick check by Reynolds. He puts a move on up front, tries to wrap around, but nobody home. Puck's turned over in the Coyote zone, and they're going to come away with an odd man rush here. Dirk Schneider needs to hustle back. He does. And an offsides. That was a tough look for the Coyotes as their third man in the odd man rush ended up going off for the change. and then they went offsides. Here's Omaha. Shot off the outside of the net. Now goes wide. Quadrado with the puck as he floats it over to Benson, but it's blocked. Skradsky now has to chase it down. Skradsky gets the puck out of his zone. Bars with it through center ice. Bars over to Benson. Benson with a shot. Glove safe. Gabe's having a breakdown. Breakdown of some sorts. That was his shift. Willits to pinch. He stops that breakout from happening. But Gates and Bennock are back to help out. Bennock now has it as he makes a move. Comes through the middle of the ice. Bennock with the puck. Bennock shoots it back up front. Gates gets it back. Off the backhand he shoots. Kick save. 12:09 left in this one. And an offsides is called. Might run over. Sorry about that. Dirk Schneider with the puck now in the far corner. He's going to play it up to Bars. Bars with it now. Bars gets checked heavily into the boards, and Davis is going to come away with it in the corner as he's checked as well. Ooh, loose puck to Dirk Schneider. Save made by the goalie. Back off the backhand. Davis tried to bring it back up front. It just didn't go. Bars gets it out to center ice. Kaiser now with it. Kaiser loses it. As he's trying to chip it up off the boards, it's blocked, and now Coyotes gain the zone. But Dirk Schneider's checking heavily. He's going to try to take possession. He does. Throws it all the way around to Davis. Davis now with it in the corner. Little backhand there as he leaves it for Bars. But it is turned over now, and the Coyotes have it. A good stick check there, and Rayev is going to dive out to try to get the puck, but he misses it. Some aggressive hockey here. 10:52 left in the game. 3-1 Mavs. As Coyotes now come into the zone again with the puck. Shot does not go. No goal, says the ref, on a short angle shot from the Coyotes. Pass comes up to center ice. Davis whips it into the zone. He's going to come off for a change. Benson comes on the ice. Benson makes a move, goes around into the zone. He's got it through his legs. And Skradsky just misses it off his stick. Willits behind the net. Throws it up the wall. Benson now has it. He's got Reynolds over the middle. He hits him here. Nice little pass there. And he's got Gates coming in the slide with speed. Gates with a high shot off the post. Fitz gets it, throws it over to Reynolds, but it's intercepted. Coyotes through center ice. Good play by Bars as he incorporates the body there on that stick check and gets possession of the puck. And now he circles back behind. An aggressive forecheck for the Coyotes as Bars likes to take it out of the zone himself. It's defended heavily there. Now Fitz has it. Fitz takes it into the corner. Tries to go around, gets tripped up. Now Dirk Schneider behind the net battling for possession. Quadrado with the puck now, just loses it. The Coyotes are going to hold the zone. Bennock in the corner with the puck. Bennock circles back around. Bennock off the boards to the point. Here comes a shot. Save made by Reyes. Pass comes out to the top, now to the middle, and Coyotes have it. Coyotes make a move and circle behind the net. So they throw it up to the boards to the defense from the point. Shot comes in through traffic, doesn't go. Good save by Reyes. Now Dirk Schneider with the puck. Dirk Schneider flips it over to Fitz, intercepted at center ice. And the boys are going to get a change as they were getting a little bit gassed here with 8:22 left in the game. Guys are now behind the net with the puck coming off the bench. As he gets checked right in the middle and just throws it out to center ice. Tried to hit Gates with it, but wasn't able to. Now Willits has to chase it down as the Coyotes throw it back in the zone. Some pressure here in the end of towards the end of the third, I guess I should say, for the Coyotes as they're fighting back with everything they got. Empty in the tank. One-timer from the point, wide left. Coaches are yelling. I think there's some confusion and positioning out there. I'm not sure what it is, but Coach Davis is yelling some commands to the team as they're being pressured heavily. Good check there by Kaiser. The puck's going to go out of the zone and a regroup. Offside's called. As the play will be slowed down here, allowing the junior Mavs to catch their breath as they've spent a lot of time in their own zone here this second half of the third period. Dirk Schneider, Reynolds, and Davis on the ice with Bars and Queel on defense. Center ice face off in the Mavs zone. And the Mavs punch it up. Now Dirk Schneider has it on his stick. He stops, cuts back, has a pass, gets Davis. Davis moves in with a backhand shot that's loose. Save made by the Coyotes goalie. Ooh, and a rough play there as Bars just loses off the edge of his stick, creating a rush. And good backhand there by Queel to negate the danger. Bars is going to go off for a penalty here on that play. Reyes thought he was the extra attacker, and he left the net, but he got back. And there's the whistle. What was that? Yeah. The man advantage of the extra attacker even. I think they're probably gonna call that a hook or a hold or a check. It's a pretty physical play by Bars. Yeah. So the Mavs are gonna go on the penalty kill again here in the third period. 6:45 left in the game. When the stick comes above the shoulders, there usually is gonna be a penalty called. Sticks are not supposed to be above the shoulders. Face-off one as the Coyotes will set up. Coyotes in the slot with the puck. He loses it. Gates now has it. Look at Quadrado trying to get set up for a chance to get in the zone. He does. Off the backhand. Oh, tries to throw it back to Gates. Gates now with a shot. Low shot save made by the goalie. Good hustle by Quadrado there. Because now he has to hustle to get back on the defensive. As the Coyotes enter the zone, there's some confusion there. They're going to turn it over. Bennock's just going to ice it. 6:10 left in the game. 55 seconds left on the power play for the Coyotes. Puck's behind the net now off the face-off. D for the Coyotes as they send it all the way around back in the net. Checked by Queel now. Here's a 2-on-1. Good play by the Coyotes. That's what you want to do on the power play. Puck comes up to the point and they reset. 30 seconds left as the shot is not going to come from the point. Pass over to number 91 for the Coyotes, Whaley, up to McLeod. Big battle in front of the net. As the shot is blocked and loose up front. Reyes is out of position. Good saves there as he was going side to side a few times there trying to track that puck. Coyotes come away with it now. They're just going to hold. And the shot is blocked by Dirkschneider. Gloved out of the air by that forward up front for the Coyotes, and back to the point. Penalties killed, even strength. Shot wide right of the net. Dirkschneider trying to track it down and get it out of the zone. One-timer chance there is Rhea blocker save there as he knocks it down. No rebound there. Ooh, some high intensity as the Coyotes are trying to get a goal. Ooh, through traffic, and what a save by Rhea. And that one's going to go in off the tip. This would be a good time for Coach Davis to use a timeout, I think. The boys have been on their heels for a few minutes. There's a lot of traffic in front of the net, and they need a little bit of a reset. Center ice face-off, 3-2 now. 4:46 left in the game. Mavs have to dig in here as the Coyotes are showing they're going to battle till the end, and they want it. Who wants it more in this third period on Sunday in Nashville? Mavs get it center ice. Bennett throws it into the zone hard, behind the net. And into this near side corner here comes the Coyotes as they take possession. Skradsky over his stick and out of the zone, and here's a chance for the Coyotes as they come in. Trying to get numbers. Move made, and a beautiful defensive play as the ref has his arm up again. What a game. And yet another power play for the Coyotes, and a timeout's going to be called. We'll be back here soon. All right, timeout is over. 3-2, 4:12 left in the game. The Junior Mavs on the penalty kill once again on a hooking call to Bennock, who is a penalty killer for this team. That's a big loss. And now an infraction, and Bars is going to have to take the face-off. He does. It goes back to the point now for the Coyotes, and they have it. They're going to set up on the power play. Constant battling in front of the net all night here as they put their big number 13 in front now. They're going to move in, backhand pass, and they're just going to reset back to the point now. Number 8 quarterback in the power play for the Coyotes. Gates and Davison. Here's a shot. It's going to come through, a hard shot, save made by Rhea. And he covers up. We got to get these feet moving. We got to start getting to the lanes, getting sticks on these shots. 1:03 left, and the man advantage for the Coyotes. You can only imagine how this stat sheet's going to look with all these penalties being called today. Glove save there on another shot. Coming into Red, he saw it all the way. Face off one again by the Coyotes as they set the puck up at the point. Now from the top. Over to the side. Puck goes high and right. Back into the corner now. Some really good puck movement here by the Coyotes as their power play is well established. Over to McLeod under his skates, and it's going to go back to the corner now. And the Coyotes going to float it to the corner. Up to Gates. Can he get to it? He's trying. Turnover. Gates fighting now for possession as the Coyotes come away with it. All the way over the far side. Screen in front of the net is the name of the game. They're trying to get shots from that point. Even strength now are the Mavs. Hard shot through traffic doesn't go. Davis with it. Davis clears it out to center ice. The Coyotes will regroup. I would imagine here pretty soon if they can get possession, they will pull their goalie. Blocker save, and a good save by Reyes. Now Davis has it out of the zone. Beautiful play by Davis to clear the zone, and they're not going to be able to pull just yet. 2:15 left in the game. Puck is dumped, and the goalie's coming. Empty net for the Coyotes as the Mavericks have possession. Mavericks up front, turnover at center ice, and now the Coyotes have it. Davis out to center ice. Puck's going to float into the zone. 1:53 left in the game and a 1-goal lead for the Mavs. Can they hold? Here come the Predators. Here come the Coyotes into the zone. Backhand across the middle. Good tie up there by Benock. Puck's at the top now. Hard shot in the middle. There's going to be a penalty called on the Coyotes. As he brought down Benock up front. Benock was taken to the ice. And the goalie will come back out, and the Mavs will take a man advantage here. With 1:20 left in the game, they'll finish out on the power play. If the Coyotes get the zone, they may pull their goalie just to make it even. Another timeout called. All right, last timeout burned of the game here. We got our first power play unit out for the junior Mavs. Gates, Kaiser, Benson, with Bars and Willits on the back end. Here to take a face-off on the power play are the Mavs. Face-off won by the Coyotes. Hard around the corner there as they try to exit the zone. Bars plays the body, and Gates is back to help out. Willits to center ice. Kaiser takes it. He's going to slow it down at center ice, and he's going to carry it himself. A little bit of confusion there as he circles back around again. Kaiser to Bars. Bars up the wall to Willits. Willits now has it. Gates now knocks it down, and Benson's trying to collect. Out to center ice it goes, and now Kaiser has it. Kaiser back to Bars. They're just trying to slow it down and just create a little bit of space going in and out of the zone here. Kill some time off this clock. Little backhand pass out to Gates. Gates back to Bars. Bars hard up to Benson, but he wasn't ready for it. 30 seconds left in the game. Coyotes have it now, and they're going to pull their goalie. Beautiful take there as Willits plays some awesome defense to shut that man down, and now Coyotes will have 5 on the ice and no goalie. Offsides called. 13 seconds left. One thing you can say about both teams is there's a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. Face off, one back to Willits. Willits has it. Backhand over to Bars. Bars sends it around the side. Here's an empty net try, and it's going to go in! An empty netter for Noah Gates as he's going to end this game for the Mavs. And they're going to win the championship undefeated here in Nashville. The only AAA team coming into this tournament, and they are the winner. Great job by the Junior Mavericks and great game played by the Coyotes as they fought to the very end, but the Mavs held and come away with the win. Beautiful job there by the boys, and they're going to celebrate here as I sign off and wish you farewell until next time.
Get the phones out, everybody.
I text Kyle. When you were Kyle,
job, boys. Who gets the guitar?